So, any of you guys that follow Facebook, which is where I put most of my time and effort in doing all these videos, and I can't tell you how many videos I've done. I have more people that follow me over my videos than ever did from being on Street Outlaws. But people that do know me, and as stupid as it may sound, it kind of created when they say that Facebook family thing, there are a lot of fans that follow me that, you know, some of the stuff that I do based on their feedback. And, well, MPK, for instance. Everybody else is more excited about MPK than I am at this point in time, but I haven't seen my car run and I haven't got in the seat and turned loose the button yet. But anybody that's followed me for any amount of time knows I don't sleep much, because when my brain fires off, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm up and I can't go back to sleep. And that's when I take the time. I read comments. And now that I learned how to read the comments on YouTube, I've been reading those, and this is my response most of the time, because honestly, guys, on a cell phone, I'm a two-finger typer on a keyboard, much less on a cell phone. I'm not a big text message guy, so if I type out a reply, it takes me a minute to do it. But a great friend of mine that passed away had a saying that everybody's doing the best they can for who they are. And that's true. We truly are all doing the best we can for who we are. But you know, through all this other bullshit of COVID and Democrats and Republicans and Biden and Trump and Mary Bell versus Linda Lou and all this other bullshit, the biggest thing that I've even caught myself doing is being distracted and losing touch with what the facts are. And whether they're my facts, that necessarily don't mean that I'm right, but there's a lot of you that agree with the things that I say. At the end of the day, everybody wants to control what can't be controlled. That's the reality. There's a comment that was made back when I was a kid. There was a movie, and I can't remember the name of the movie, that they simulated a fake ass war to boost the economy. And I thought that was such bullshit back then. I was just a kid when that movie came out. But you know, you look at what's going on today in this world, and it's like everybody wants to bring everybody else down. Doesn't matter who it is. And I've dealt with this shit from the day that I stepped on that show. I actually dealt with it before I was ever on a TV show. I have a lot of haters in my life. I've had a lot of haters in my life my entire life, because I've always had, you know, a nice car or a fast car, something like that. But nobody ever seen the fact that I worked for what I got. It's just like my Sunday was spent 2.5 hours driving a crane over to a job site that would have took in a regular car 45 minutes. And it beat the shit out of me, and it was raining. And of course, it was a mess, but I do what I have to do to make a living and keep moving forward with my life. I think, for the most part, we're still forgetting the key thing to all of this. Can we affect change? I have to believe that we can, because otherwise, why try to do anything? I mean, why try to move forward in life if I'm not a gloom and doom kind of person. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't think we should overthrow the government. I don't think, believe it or not, coming from my mouth, I truly do believe that force and violence is not the way to get anything done. Yes, I'm hot-headed. And yes, you disrespect me and I twist off. But I think any red-blooded American is exactly the same way. When you feel threatened, you protect your family. When you feel disrespected, you want to stand your ground. If that makes me an asshole, then fine, I'm an asshole. But if you think about, I'm a very patriotic person. And the other day I was thinking, in all of this bullshit and that movie way back when that made the comment, you know, we're going to create a false war to boost the economy. Is that not what's going on now? And the worst part about it is we're not fighting another foreign entity. We're fighting each other. We're fighting each other on every front. If I say red, you say blue. If I say this floor is red, you say, no, it's not. It's multicolored. It's like everything is an argument, and everybody wants to force their opinion down everybody's throat. My way's right, my way's right, my way's right. And in reality, my way is right in my head. By my thinking, I'm right. Does that make me absolutely right? Fuck no, it don't. But opinions and hard work and civil talks, it is the only thing that's gonna bring change into this world. I don't think we're headed to a good spot. A lot of you don't think we're headed to a good spot. I listen to all the bullshit and the drama and it's like the whole world is a reality TV show. Black Lives Matter. You got Black Lives Matter, Democrat, politics, hate crime, this, that. Everybody wants to fucking cause a problem. You know, racism, politics, there's not, economics are not being brought into the equation. Everybody is leading with their heart instead of with their head. And the bad part about it is it's just like what's being taught in the schools. It's being taught in the schools that I truly do believe that everybody is trying to twist everybody else to believing that they're right. What they say is the right thing, and they try to back it up with fugazi bullshit facts. And none of us know what COVID's really about. And they're never going to tell us what it's about. The Delta variant, the Beta variant, it's something every time, and I blame the news media, because if they keep the rest and they keep everybody fired up, it's like a magic show. Look at what my hands are doing while I'm doing this. I work a lot. I work my ass off to get what I get, what I have. Nobody in my life, guys, nobody has ever walked up and said, here, James, let me hand you this respect. Here, James, let me hand you this money. I've had to work for everything that I've got. And ironically, when I did it the wrong way, I lost everything that I gained by doing the shit that I went to prison for. I lost every bit of it. So when I got out, I had to start fresh. I had absolutely nothing left from that money that I made back then illegally. So in 2001, I started with nothing, and to get where I am today. It's just like when I see somebody with a sign that says, we'll work for food. I stop and ask that person, do you want a job? Well, I don't have a car. I don't have this, don't have that. Hey, we all got a bad story. We all got a hard luck story. If you guys think that I didn't have to work my ass off to get where I'm at today, well, sorry about your damn blinders. Take them off and look around. Everybody wants something for nothing. I don't know about the Great Reset. I don't know about all this other shit that everybody talks about. What I do know from what I've seen is nobody's thinking for themselves. Social media platforms put a message out, but you know, I gotta say they are right, because I've made a comment about something, and before it's all said and done, I can make a comment about my Chevy 2 needs more gear in it, and 6 months later, somebody will post on there that I'm racist. I'm not racist, I hate everybody equally. I think everybody is idiots for falling for this shit and trying to divide this country the way everybody's trying to divide it. They're trying to divide it to black, white, pink, yellow, Democrat, Republican. right wing, left wing, tail wing. The division of intelligence is absolutely the quickest way to destroy somebody. Divide and conquer. I still haven't figured out that platform to affect change, guys. And I have a hard time believing that as many people that comment and as many people that watch these videos and as many people, I mean, they're probably, well, actually, I can go on the analytics and look at the approval rate on it. And it's usually anywhere from 92 to 98%. And if there's 92 to 98% people that are reading these or seeing these that believe the same thing, then why can't we affect change somehow? I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know. I would never make an elected official, ever. I say fuck too much. I have an opinion. I have a backbone. I believe in America. I believe I'm patriotic. I believe in the flag. I believe in all the freedoms that we have, living where we live. I believe in, and I think a whole bunch of that. And I have an opinion. And I tell people all the time, joking around, I'm just a dumb metal building director. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty fucking intelligent. And anybody with an opinion, intelligence, and that says what they want when they want, regardless of trying to sugarcoat it and put out these fugazi facts to make everybody, to make that person spitting facts out to make yourself look smarter. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I got common sense. I do have common sense enough to come out of the ring. I do have common sense enough to know that if I want something, I need to work for it. Nobody's going to give me shit. And at the end of the day, nobody owes you shit in this world. I don't know where I'm even going at with this video, other than the fact that I don't understand why everybody gets so caught up in one thing or one aspect or whatever the news media pushes at that time that they don't ever look at the entire whole picture. One thing that's burnt my ass my entire life, I mean my adult life, is we put our nose in other people's fucking business where we have no business putting it. Our boys, our fathers, our sons, our women, our sisters never should be sent overseas to fight a battle that's none of our fucking business. Iraq, I mean, that's stupid. Why do we let everybody else, and I know I'm going to get slammed, I'm going to be hated for saying this, but you know what? You guys go kill each other over there and leave us the fuck out of it. We got our problems right here at fucking home that we need to address. We need to quit putting our nose in everybody else's fucking business and deal with our shit right here. Don't worry about whether Trump won or Biden won or any of that bullshit. What we need to try to do is we need to try to affect positive change. And the only way positive change comes is through setting down. Debates are good. I love to debate. I love to argue. I really do. But intelligent debates that people can come to the table open-minded is the only way we're ever going to affect change on any of this stuff. The Delta variant, the Beta variant, the Susie Q variant. Guys, if you ever think that we are going to know the truth about all this COVID bullshit, if you ever think we're going to have accurate, real numbers of how many people actually died from it, you're out of your rabbit ass mind, people. We're only going to get told what they think we need to know to push their agenda at that time. Now they're talking about shutting us all down again. I think they're going to have a harder time pulling that shit off this time than they did last time. But maybe they won't. I'm going to stick to my guns. Very good friend of mine come over yesterday and he goes, man, I think I've been exposed to COVID, blah, 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 blah. I said, come on by. And hey guys, I may be on here next week. Or hell, you may read about it next week that I died from the Delta variant of COVID. If that's it and that's God's plan, so fucking be it. Sayonara. I'm gone. But am I going to live my life and put a piece of a cloth over my face? And now, you know, I wanted to actually let Brantley go to school this year, and they're talking about they're gonna make him take a vaccine, and they're gonna make him this, they're gonna make him that. Listen, people, you ain't gonna make my motherfucking family do anything unless my family wants to do it. Just so that's known. You can turn around and hold all this shit against me as much as you want. At the end of the day, I wish we could ever get away from social media, get away from politics, let's get away from the news media, what they are saying everything's happening. I have no idea. How could you find out what is really happening? What the real numbers are of everything? What really is our national debt? How much money do we blow on $200,000 toilets? I mean, who knows? And I don't know. It's like if you say, and I've had it happen on the page, I've had it happen on the show. Case in point, somebody will take that when the first episode aired of that car on the Daily Driver race, I was slammed 9 million different ways. He brought a race car. He did this. He did that. Now, 2 years later, people seeing me drive that car, the videos I've done, my page growing by people knowing who I truly am, not how I was portrayed on a TV show. They re-aired it the other day, and it was funny. There were people that were standing up going, "Really? That's a race? That ain't a race car?" Because you guys actually knew different. So I've seen it so many times, and with me, everything's amplified because I am I'm not no fucking TV star. I am a public figure. I do have a pretty good sized following of people that do follow what I say and watch my videos and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I put on my pants just like everybody else. But I have a bullseye all the time because it's still, people either love me or they hate me. There is no in between with it. So I've watched firsthand how one person's perception can change everything. And all it takes is one comment and one person. That's the whole snowball effect of social media. Reaper put steel roof of quarters on a car to cheat. No, he didn't. But when that was said, and that's how that was portrayed, and that's how that was aired, here we go. That's the only reason I did it. That's not why I did it. I did it because I had a carbon fiber body on my car before the rules changed, and all I did was make my car heavier and all that to try to not have to cut an $8,000 body off my car. I did want to prove a point about based on the rules, that's what you could do. And everybody lost it because I wasn't Ryan Martin, who's one of my best friends. I wasn't Big Chief. I wasn't, Douchebag Dave. I wasn't Murder Nova. I wasn't the popular guy on the show, because if I'd have been the popular guy on the show, everybody'd been like, "Oh, he's a fucking genius. And, I mean, put the steel roof and quarters on. That's fucking cool. He played by the rules." That didn't happen. So it's just like everything else. And I correlate some of the shit that's happened to me on the shows and all of that by what people are doing today. If somebody says something, if I say the Delta variant will only affect people 16.5 years old to 31.2 years old, that doesn't make it a fact. Because I believe a whole bunch of this shit. I know a friend of mine that died, or, well, not a friend of mine, a friend of a friend who died in a motorcycle accident that they put it down to COVID. Now, have there been COVID deaths? Absolutely. We have death every day in this world. It's a cycle of life, guys. I'm fixing it because I got a lot of shit running through my head. As you can tell, the video is making no fucking sense. It's going here, it's going there. Some of these I do as a release just to get the shit out of my head so I can go about my day and go hang some steel. But I'm fixing to jump on my bike. I haven't rode this bike in a while, and I've had this bike a long time, and this is kind of my baby. So I'm going to jump on my bike, and I'm going to go clear my head. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I just woke up, couldn't go back to sleep, reading comments. And that's what pulls these videos in. My page makes no sense. My videos make no sense to a lot of people. I make no sense to a lot of people, but I do make sense to me. And some of you evidently, because just like we got off of Facebook and we moved over here to YouTube to have a little bit more freedom for me to say what I want to say. And yes, I am checking into Rumble and all that stuff. But at what point in time, I feel like moving off of Facebook, I lost a lot of people that's followed me for a long time that are starting to make the transition over. But what did I do? I made it a hassle on my fans to come follow what I say. When all everybody has to do, if you say something on social media, as long as you're not being a racist or you're trying to incite fear or violence, who gives two shits what you say? Opinions like assholes, everybody has one. Some just think worse than others, and some are, well, none of them are actually rosy. But this is a rambling video that makes absolutely no sense other than the fact that, guys, let's quit following the news media, social media, and all of that, and try. I mean, if everybody just spent 1 hour, talk to all your friends and family and everybody that you know to find out how many people that you know for a fact did die from COVID, that had all symptoms of COVID, went to, put on a respirator, and ended up passing away. That's the only way we'd ever find out any of this shit. Did it come from China? Did it come here? Did it come there? If you guys ever think they're ever going to let us know exactly what happened, no. Because everybody's playing the blame game. And the truth of the matter is, who can I point the finger at to get people the most excited? Well, I do my magic trick. And my magic trick is, look what I'm doing, look what I'm doing, look what I'm doing. Watch my hands, don't watch my feet. And I think that's exactly what's happening. They said now they're going to lock us back down again. Yeah, fuck all that. I'm going to end this video by saying, you know what? We are intelligent people. I'd love to think that we all have enough sense, common sense to come out of the rain, and we should have enough common sense to understand or investigate what we think is real and not listen to social media, not listen to the news. Pick up the phone, call your friends. If everybody called 20 people they know, every one of us called 20 people we know, and I've done this, to find out who exactly that we know personally, to a person that would not give bullshit numbers to make themselves look good or bad or any other thing, how many people actually have died from COVID? How many people have actually contracted the Delta variant? How many people have actually woke up this morning and ate oatmeal?